Okay, everybody, this is Emar Sopertut. Happy to be joined by Patrick Lazo from the Georgia State men's tennis team, another edition of Fighting Peaches for the Sports Inquirer. Patrick, thank you for joining us. And before we get to the Sun Belt tournament coming up this weekend, what about you winning the team winning the regular season? What was that accomplishment like, especially getting it done at your rival's home court?
Well, thank you for having me, first off. But yeah, always a great feeling, especially doing it against Southern. It's a great feeling. So I think that gives us a lot of confidence going into this tournament. And I think, it was really good to see that we were able to bring it all together as a team and make it happen within the Sun Belt and within our conference to really step up and take home that title again.
Yeah, what's that like for you as a team and individually? Everything that's gone on and off the court the past 2 years, seasons being cut short, not full fall seasons to prepare for the spring. What does that just show about the team being able to come out with the conference championship in the regular season?
Right. I think it's a great thing that we've been able to rally together, and with all the uncertainty that has happened, we've really put in a lot of hard work. And even though that we haven't been able to, have a fall and everything like that in the past, we've put that beside ourselves and really just dug deep. And when we have the opportunity to practice and to play matches, we take full advantage and don't let any time go wasted.
Yeah. And then that Georgia Southern match, which took place on April 7th, you and Diego were able to win as a pair on court 3. What's that partnership been like for you? And do you anticipate you playing together as the conference tournament takes place? I know Coach may like to mix up some of the pairings, but do you see yourself and Diego pairing up and being ready for the conference tournament?
Yes, I do. I think for this season, especially, we've been a very solid pair at the line 3 spot. We've been a pretty dependent within the past 7+ matches. We've won 5 in a row recently and a couple unfinished. And I think it's been a pleasure to play with Diego the past few years. We definitely are starting to click and find our rhythm together. And yeah, I'm excited for the conference tournament to keep on playing with him.
And then you won the singles match on court 6 to secure the victory for the Panthers. What about your singles game? How's that been rounding in the form of this season as you get ready for the conference tournament?
I think, it's been up and down a bit this season. Definitely towards the back end of the season, it's gotten a bit better. I've had some better wins and feeling a bit more confident, especially going into this conference tournament. I think having a good end to the season is very encouraging for the matches to come.
Why do you think that's happened over the past few matches? Towards the end of the season, you found improved form.
I think just getting some of the early stress off of yourself. And I've I'm a bit of a rhythmic player, so getting into my rhythm and finding that zone where I know I can play and know I can be in is starting to come around. And I think it's a great time for it to come around.
Yeah, and you're part of a senior class, Andre and Vazi. You three have been a big part of the program over the past few years. What's it like playing with those guys and being a group of seniors, as I mentioned, going through everything you've gone through, to have such a successful season so far as a unit?
Right. I think I could humbly say that we have some of the best chemistry out of any sporting team out there, honestly. We're all like brothers, we're all family, and it's been a pleasure to play alongside Andre and Vaja. And they've been very important to this team's success. Andre has really stepped up in singles over the past couple of years, playing very well at 1 this year. And obviously his doubles is incredible as well. And Vaja is always so strong in singles. So it's been great to have them on the team. And, you can always kind of depend on them. Even when, you're feeling down or when you're off the court feeling down, on the court feeling down, you can always depend on them to raise your spirits and give you that confidence to continue.
And then what about you individually? I mean, you're from Metro Atlanta area, I believe. Being representing the local tennis scene, what's that been like for you, playing in your home state and potentially being able to represent the team on a national stage after this weekend?
It's been great, especially having family so close to me, being able to come out and watch me at all my matches. And I really enjoy playing for my local community. It's been great the past 4 years. It just brings the sense of community even bigger, and getting to play for your city, your family, your friends. Every time, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, what is the local tennis scene like here? I know every year you have the Atlanta tournament at Atlantic Station, but what's it like in this area? I mean, it's big in sports, obviously, but what about the tennis scene? Do you see a lot of? Do you get to play with some of the semi-pros? Do you play against some of the other college level athletes, or even some of the high schoolers? What's the scene like in Atlanta for tennis?
The tennis scene is pretty incredible in Atlanta. I think that it's definitely one of the biggest scenes in the US for sure. Um, Over the summer, whenever I go back home to my own academies, and I always get to play with all the top kids, some pros too. I got the chance to play at the Atlanta Open this past summer and train with some of the professionals there. But Georgia Tech being so close, getting to hit with those players over the summer and some of the players at Georgia, it's just a big hub for tennis, and I hope it continues to be that way.
You mentioned Atlanta Open, so you're able to participate in that. What was that like for you to be in that atmosphere and in that scene as a player?
It was incredible to see the difference between college and professional, and to know that I can compete at a level close to them, relatively speaking. So um, getting to play with them and getting to be on the more human side of the sport, and not just on the watching them on television, and getting to know them as people was very encouraging and fun to do.
Did that provide inspiration for when your collegiate career is over at Georgia State, pursuing the professional circuit?
Definitely. It definitely gave me, and I know some of my other teammates got the chance to do it as well. So we all had kind of the same feeling that if we just put in a little more hard work, a little more dedication, it's not that far off.
Yeah. And then lastly, how do you prepare for the conference tournament? You know, you have a bye in the first round into the semis due to winning the regular season, but do you plan to maybe watch some of those first round matches? Do you want to stay away? Do you want to get back? It's local for you because you're playing in a home court, so you don't travel too far. How do you handle the next kind of 48 to 72 hours getting ready?
Definitely will take great care of my nutrition. I want to make sure that I'm as ready physically as I can, and lots of recovery stuff, lots of hydration, lots of stretching, and just really getting focused. Definitely going to pray a lot so that we can have the best chance that we can have. And I don't know if I'll necessarily watch a lot of the matches, since I've played all of them in the past. I think we have a pretty good idea of what we're up against, but I'm excited.
All right, Patrick, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And good luck to you and the Panthers this weekend.
Thank you. Have a good day.